Now dear student, the chapter already motion in a straight line. Today we will discuss about the graph, very important topic in this chapter, that is graph. So graphs are related to xt graph, vt graph and at graph. Already I have written here. Xt graph means position time graph. Sometimes it is also called distance time graph and displacement time graph. Vt graph, velocity time graph or speed time graph. At graph, the acceleration time graph. So these are the three main types of graph which we discuss in this chapter. Now next topic, slope of xt graph. Slope. You know what is slope? The steepness. I'll discuss all these things. The steepness of the xt graph represents velocity. Speed. Velocity or speed. V is equal to dxt. In my previous chapter, already I have discussed about the differentiation. So it is actually the part of mathematics, but some part of it we'll use here and already I have discussed. So check it out in this video, in that video. So now slope of vt graph represents acceleration. So today also I will make you understand the slope of xt graph, the slope of vt graph, that is acceleration. A is equal to dv dt is equal to d2x dt2. Okay. Now area under vt graph. Area under vt graph represents distance or displacement. Area under vt graph. Area under at graph represents velocity, speed. So how do you remember? I will give you one trick here. You can remember all these things in a simple manner. Notice this figure. xt, vt, at. So if we go downward, xt then vt then at. So from xt graph you can find out v. That's why I have written in this way. Okay. From xt graph you can find out v. From vt graph you can find out a. That is the acceleration. So how do you find it out? By using the slope. So if you want to go to find out v from xt graph, then you have to find out slope, that is differentiation. You can find out slope and in a small interval of time, then if we confine ourselves with a very small segment of a part of a graph, then it will be differentiation. Next, from vt graph we can find out acceleration. At that time also we have to find out slope of the vt graph or differentiate the expression, then we can get acceleration. Okay, so these are the formula by which you can remember. And here you can notice, if you want to find out velocity from at graph, suppose at graph is given, you have to find out velocity, then you have to find out the area under curve. Already I have done. Area under at curve will give you velocity, speed. So in this way, suppose vt graph is given to you, then from vt graph you can find it out what is the distance and displacement. So from vt graph you can find out distance and displacement by finding out the area or integration. So if we go down from xt to at, then you have to find out slope or differentiation. If you want to go from at to xt via vt, then you have to find out the area or find out the integration. So it is totally opposite procedures. Okay, so mind it. So if vt curve is given to you, then you can find out a also and x also. So these are the relations. Okay, now check it out. Now in the next screen I will show you different types of graphs. Now dear student, state of the motion we can divide rest and motion. And motion can be divided into generally two parts, uniform and non-uniform generally. So we will categorize xt, vt and at graph under this segment. One will be under rest condition, second will be uniform and third will be non-uniform. Okay, so rest, uniform and non-uniform. So xt graph, these are all xt graphs, these are all vt graphs, these are all at graphs. I have given few examples, but example may be other than that also. Now xt, if the body rests, that means it is not displaced, distance and displacement is not occurring, then at time 1, 2, 3, 4 displacement will be 0, that means on the t-axis, so it will be the graph. Okay, it coincides with the t-axis. Now uniform. Uniform means if the body makes distance and displacement equal distances and equal interval of time. So we have taken interval of time 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 second, 1 second, 1 second, and each and every 1 second it displaces, suppose 1 centimeter, at the 2 second 2 centimeter, 3 second 3 centimeter, 4 second 4 centimeter, in this way. So it is the example of uniform motion under xt graph. Okay, done. Now third one, non-uniform motion. So any other graph which are not included in rest and uniform motion's nature graph, so all graphs will be under non-uniform graphs. So you can see this is xt graph. Here you can see the each and every interval of time 1, 2, 3, 4 the body displaces unequal distances. So each and every interval of time the body displacement or distances covered are not equal. That's why it is non-uniform. It is also non-uniform. It is also non-uniform. It will be also non-uniform. It will be also non-uniform. Whatever may be. Okay. Now go to VT graph. If the body's velocity is raised, that means 0. That means it will at t is equal to 1, velocity 0, t is equal to 2, velocity 0, 3, 0, 4, 0. So in this way, it will coincide on the t-axis. So this will be the graph, VT graph for the case of a body which is in rest condition. Now, this is the VT graph of a body which is moving uniform. Body's motion is uniform. That means each and every second, each and every interval, it moves equal distances. That means velocity is constant. So it will be the constant velocity. You can see the 1 second, suppose this is the 1, 2, 3, 4. Velocity is 4. So at 1 second, velocity 4 meter per second, 2 second, 4 meter per second, 3 second, 4 meter per second, 5 second, 4 meter per second. So all 4 meter per second. So this will be the graph. Okay. So it will be parallel to the t-axis. Now remaining portions non-uniform under the VT graph. These are the VT graphs under non-uniform motion. So it will be the example of non-uniform motion. You can see, you can notice, you can observe 1 second, 2 second, 3 second, 4 second. Interval of time we have taken 1 second. So each and 1 second, first second, velocity 1 meter per second. Second, velocity 2 meter per second. That means velocity changes. If the velocity changes, then distance traversed by the body will be different. So it will be under non-uniform motion. Okay. Now it is also non-uniform motion. It will be non-uniform motion. It is non-uniform motion. It will be also non-uniform motion. Okay. Now AT graph. AT graph means acceleration is 0. So if the body R is rest, acceleration will be 0. If acceleration is 0, then here will be the points. If velocity is constant, then also velocity constant means dv dt 0, a will be 0, here also will be 0. For two conditions, it will be a will be 0. Okay, a will be 0 for v is equal to constant also. So we cannot draw actual graph for that. Now for the uniform motion means the body moves equal distances in equal interval of time. That means the velocity is constant. If the velocity is constant, then what is the acceleration? Acceleration is 0. So the graph for the AT graph, AT graph will be, for the uniform motion will be, lies in the t-axis. And this is a very popular graph for uniform acceleration. T is equal to 1 second, 2 second, 3 second, 4 second. Here suppose 1 meter per second square, 2 meter per second square, 3 meter per second square, here 4 meter per second square. That means each and every interval of time, the acceleration increases. That means it is under uniform acceleration. Okay. That means non-uniform. If there is an acceleration, each and every interval of time, the body displaces or distance made will be different. So that's why obviously it will be in non-uniform motion. It will be also non-uniform motion. This type of also, if we draw here it will be also, here it will be also. Okay, so these are the types of graph under xt, vt and at I have drawn. Now the main topic of this chapter, how to find out the slope and area. Slope from xt, from vt, from at, and how to find out the area under at graph, how to find out the area under vt curve, and what it will signify. So next screen will now you can see I have drawn one xt graph, it is also xt graph, and one vt graph, and from this graph I will tell you how to find out the slope and how to find out the area under the graph. Okay, and this will signify what I have already discussed. Suppose I have drawn here one xt graph. Okay, the graph moves in a straight line through the origin. Now you can see it makes an angle theta. Okay, this theta. So what is slope? Slope is the steepness of the graph. Steepness of the graph means how is steep, how steeper it is. Steeper, more steeper. Suppose the road is such type of steeper, then the cars will move in this way. If the road is like that, then it will be very tough to move in the forward direction. Okay, so if the road is like that, less steeper, then cars move easily. Okay, understood? So how much theta it will make with the t-axis, generally x-axis, then the tan theta will signify or measures the slope. Okay, so what is tan theta? What is slope? How to measure the slope? If we find out the slope, if we want to find out the slope, then we have to find out the theta. The graph makes an angle with a positive x-axis, here positive t-axis, and that the tan of that theta will give you the slope. And slope can also be find it out by another method, that is p by b. Suppose on this straight line we have taken x1, y1, one a point, suppose a p point and here q point. Okay, so this distance is x2, this distance is x1. Okay, so what will be the distance of that? That is x2 minus x1. Already I have written here. And what is the distance of that? The total is y2, this one y1. So remaining things will be y2 minus y1. So we know tan theta is equal to perpendicular by base. So perpendicular y2 minus y1 I have written, and x2 minus x1, that is the base. So this is nothing but the measurement of the slope. So slope will be tan theta is equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. Ultimately, both will indicate what? Velocity. If it is displacement time graph, then it will signifies velocity. If it is distance time graph, then it signifies speed. Okay, because distance by time will be speed, displacement by time will be velocity. Now, suppose this is the curve of a vehicle A, car A, and this is a car V. So car A and car V, this is a xt graph. Which car is moving faster? What will be the answer? The car A moving faster, because it makes the greater angle with respect to the car B. So angle made by the graph, that is a tan theta, signifies velocity, and it is the higher velocity if the theta is greater. Okay, now here if the graph is curve, graph may be straight line, graph may be curved line also. So in this way, suppose at the point P, Q, R, so P we can make one tangent, theta 1, at Q, theta 2, at R, theta 3. You can see theta 1, theta 2, theta 3 keeps on changing and with the increasing order. That means velocity is increasing, because so now for this case slope keeps on changing, slope will be dx dt, because very small amount of increment we have to consider, then it will be velocity. That is nothing but the differentiation. So for the case of a acceleration, you have to find out dv dt from vt, then it will be vt graph and it will be nothing but d2x dt2. Okay, in this way. This is the velocity time graph of a car, and you can see in this figure you have to find out acceleration of the body at different time, and also you have to find out the distance and displacement covered by the body. Now this is a question. I have given one question related to this topic, graph. That is VT graph I have given. So questions are here. You have to find out acceleration at t 1 second, 2 second, 1 second, 3 second, 5 second. That means 1 second means half of. So this will be 1 second. Then t is equal to 3 second. So this will be 3 second. And 5 second. 5 second already given here. xt, vt, at. That means from vt graph, if you want to find out what is the acceleration, that means you have to go to this acceleration. Then what you have to do? You have to do, that is, you have to find out slope, or what is differentiation. Okay, so you have to find it out, that is slope. So what is the slope of the car or vehicle at 1 second? You can see this OA here. So OA, throughout the straight line OA, you can see it has same slope. Okay, same slope. So if we find out the slope of OA, then it will give you the acceleration at 1 second. Now, what is the slope? The slope, then you have to find out slope of OA. Coordinate of the y will be 2, 5, because this is 5 meter per second, and this is the coordinate, that is 0, 0. Okay, so now we have the formula y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. That is the slope, is equal to y2. This is y2, this is y1. 5 minus 0 by x2, 2 minus 0. Then it will be 5 by 2 is equal to 2.5 meter per second square. Slope of the OA will indicate the acceleration. So that is 2.5 meter per second square acceleration through up to A. At any point on OA straight line, it will be 2.5. Okay, and A to B, slope of AB. You can see from the figure, AB is a parallel line with the t-axis. That means slope is 0. What will be the acceleration? So acceleration will be 0, because we have already got the information. If in the VT graph, the graph is parallel to t-axis, then probably it must be the body is moving with a uniform velocity. Uniform velocity is no change in velocity, so acceleration will be 0. Okay, we can find it out here from the numerical also. So what is the coordinate of this line? It is actually x 4, 4, 5. Okay, this is the coordinate of the line. x4, this is 5. Here y2 is 5. 5 minus y1 is also 5. x2 4, x1 2. So 0 by 2. That means 0 meter per second square. Okay, so it is 0. Acceleration is 0. Now slope of the graph at 5 seconds. It will be minus 4 meter per second square. You can see minus sign already came here. It is due to, you can see, if the lines are like that, in the VT graph lines are like that, that means this is a theta. So tan theta will give you the slope. So this type of lines makes positive angle with the theta. If this type of line makes greater than 90 degree angle with the theta. So that's why slope will be negative. You have seen slope here comes out as negative. That means velocity decreases. In this segment, velocity decreases. And up to B to C, velocity decreasing in a positive direction, but C to D, velocity decreasing in a negative direction, because BC part is upper side of the positive side of the V, and CD part is the negative side of the. Now find the distance and displacement from t is 0 to t is equal to 7 seconds. So now B, we have to find out distance. So from VT graph, this is given. From the VT graph, if you want to find out the distance and displacement xt, so you have to go to upper direction. Okay. So what you have to do? You have to find out the area under curve. Okay, area under the graph. For the case of a distance, no need to find out the direction. For case the displacement, you have to find out the direction. Now distance will be here. So area okay. Suppose this one is A1, this is suppose A2. A1 plus A2. Area of the trapezium, that is half of AB plus OC into height plus A2. A2 means this one, half base into height EB. Okay. So this will come out as half AB. AB means 4 minus 2. Take the x coordinate. 2 plus OC up to 5 seconds. So 5. Height, that is, this is the height, 5 meter per second. So 5 plus half into C. C means this one C. 5 to 7. 2. 7 minus 5 is equal to 2. ED. ED means this one. This one 7. Okay, 7. Height we have taken here. So now it will be 24.5 meters. So distance covered from t is equal to 0 to 7 seconds, it will be 24.5 meter. Now what will be the displacement? Displacement will be taken as, this first area is upper side of the t-axis and that is the positive v-axis. It will be taken as positive a1, and this is the lower side of t-axis as a negative v-axis. It will be taken as a2. So a1 we have got 35 by 2, a2 we got 14 by 2, so 10.5 meter. Okay, so displacement is a vector quantity, that's why positive and negative directions we have considered here, and it comes out as 10.5 my video. If you think video is helpful to you, then don't forget to hit a like button and subscribe my channel. Thank you.